All right. Welcome to what is currently going to be the final recording of today. Um, I'm chosen a different camera angle this time. Hopefully, it'll be easier to see everything. Um, I basically have the camera sitting where I would be sitting if I were playing. So we have the final girl down here, horror level, killer, and then the map with all the stuff and all the items up top. Um, I've done all the setup again. This map and killer are far simpler than the evomorph on the spaceship and the organism on the Arctic Research Station. Here we have the Big Bad Wolf in the Storybook Woods. The Big Bad Wolf is actually very similar to Hans, where they have basically no special rules other than they start the game in tracking mode, so they will only do um, actions that involve this little reticle symbol to indicate that they are in tracking mode. So every turn they are going to move, and that's it. But as soon as their dark power gets revealed, when their bloodlust goes up, they're going to enter slay mode, indicated by the little skull here. And that means they aren't going to move anymore every turn, but they're going to kill anything that's in their space every turn, very similar to Hans. Um, so that's it. That's their only special rule, is that they start in tracking mode and do anything in the reticle with the reticle symbol, and then once their dark power is revealed, they are in slay mode for the rest of the game and do anything with the skull symbol. The Storybook Woods is basically just a normal map. The literal only special rule about this map is that there is a river that goes along the map, and there's some tiny bridges I'm not going to be able to show you because they're too small, but there's some tiny bridges that surround this island in the middle. You can only take one victim with you when you cross those bridges instead of the normal two victims that will follow you all the time. But other than that one rule, uh, this is just a normal map and a normal killer, pretty much. Um, so our starting event is the Woodsman. Um, the victim closest to you is now the Woodsman, so we replaced one of these 5 yellow meeples with the orange meeple. He will follow you into the killer's space. When attacking the killer, the Woodsman adds an extra die for every 3 health the killer has. If you save the Woodsman, double your victim's save bonus, and if the Woodsman dies while in your space, you lose 3 time. So the Woodsman is very good at attacking, and if you save him, it'll double the save bonus. So speaking of save bonuses, I am playing as Red. This is easily my favorite character to play as so far. She's just very versatile, and hopefully we'll be able to see her ultimate ability. But you need to save 6 victims to even get to her ultimate ability. But she'll give you 1 time for saving a victim. You can take any top item card. So any of the item cards that are up here, we can just take by saving someone. She'll give you 2 time for saving someone. You can take an action card that costs 2 time or less. She can heal 1, and then she can move up to 2 spaces for saving someone. So something very frequently that will happen is you will save someone, place it to move up to 2 spaces, move 1 space away, pick up a victim, move back into the exit space, and then you'll save another victim to do another reward. So she is easily my favorite final girl to play as so far. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's start the game. Oh yeah, I'll show you my item cards that are on top. So in the village, there is the hatchet. It has a range of 0, kind of. and increases all of your attacks by 1 damage. But you may attack from an adjacent space. If you do, place the hatchet token in the target space and this card on the side out of play. You may discard a search card while in the space to pick up the hatchet. So basically, if you're next to the killer, you can attack them with the hatchet, but it'll chuck the hatchet at them in their space, and then you have to go pick it up in order to get the hatchet back. So it's basically a better knife. Speaking of, in the gingerbread house, there's a knife. So that's fun. It increases all of your attacks by 1 damage. But if you have a knife in both hands, because a knife is a one-handed weapon, if you have a knife in both hands, you get to use both of them when attacking, which is very strong. And then in Grandma's house, we have a map, which you can discard during the action phase, and then for each item deck, you can reveal the top card if it's face down, or if the top card is face up, you can remove it from the game and reveal the next card. So it just gives you a lot of information. Okay. So here we go. As usual, so the wolf is very scary. I'm going to need extra damage, so I'm thinking about getting the hatchet or the knife. The hatchet is just better than the knife, so I'm probably going to go this way. Probably taking the woodsman with me to search the village for the hatchet, maybe something else, and then moving down here to save them, and then maybe like pulling these victims over here to save them. So that's the plan. I'm going to discard 3 cards to increase my time by 3 as usual, and then from there I'm going to spend 3 time to gain a distraction card, spend 4 time to get... Ooh, actually, yeah, 4 time to get a sprint and a search, and then 2 more time to get a 2 close calls. Okay. So there's that. So now it'll be the wolf's turn. They're going to track and move into the space with the closest victim, and then we draw a terror card. And it is, I was carried like a rag doll. Move the killer 3 spaces toward Grandma's house, picking up and moving 1 victim with the killer if able, and then draw an event. So Grandma's house is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's the same either way. So we'll just have it go up and around, I guess. So it's going to pick up a victim and go 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to draw a new event. The Pied Piper. Place the Pied Piper in the village. Any other victims in the same space as the Pied Piper, now or in the future, are killed. So luckily no one is in the village currently. But if that Pied Piper starts to move, it's going to be a bad time for everyone involved. Okay, but no one died. So I'm going to attempt to sprint. That is a success and a partial. I am going to simply discard a focus and a walk to move 1, 2, and then the 3rd space I'm going to leave these victims here so that way they don't get killed by the Pied Piper. So I'm going to lose a time to do that. Then I'm going to search. Hope for a success. It's a miss and a partial. Not the biggest fan. I'm going to discard 2 cards to lose 1 time and grab that hatchet. Okay. Then we're going to pass the turn. I'm going to grab a sprint and a search with that 4 time. And then all this will go back. The wolf is already in a space with victims, so it's not going to go anywhere. We're just going to draw the next card. Going for a walk today. So place the big bad wolf with the closest victim. It's already there, and then increase bloodlust by 1. So we're only going to do this top part because it has the little tracking symbol on it. We're not going to do this bottom part because that is only if it is doing its slay actions. So it's just increasing bloodlust by 1, which is going to increase the horror by 1. Okay. So now I'm going to search. Try to get something else. Oh dear, that's a double miss. I'm going to use a close call to spend 2 time to re-roll those dice. So let's try again. Okay. Woof. You know what? I'm going to play risky. I'm going to increase the horror level by 2 and lose 2 time, which is going to increase the bloodlust by 1 because I'm increasing the horror past its max, which is going to reveal the dark power, which is oh no, it's the killing machine. So for the rest of the game, resolve both the tracking and the slaying killer actions. So it is now going to move and attack every turn, and if we pull any terror cards that have the tracking effect and the killing effect, we'll do both. So that's terrifying. This might not end well. But because I took that big loss, I still get to take the top card, whatever it is. And it's flowers. That's actually super nice. So I can use it once per action phase. If the horror level is 2 or higher, I can reduce the horror level by 1. I can only do that 3 times, but I'm going to immediately use it once to get my horror level out of the red. And then I'm going to use a distraction to try to lower the horror level a little more. Emphasis on try. Oh my god. Double partial. You know what? I'm just going to say fuck it and discard all 4 cards to reduce the horror level by 2 and increase time by 2. And with that, I'm going to grab another search and another sprint for 4 time. And then all these will go back into the tableau. Let's go back up to 6. Gosh, I have just been rolling absolutely terribly recently. In all of my games, I've just been rolling absolute terribly. At the start, at least. Usually at the end, I start finally getting a double success. Maybe 1, maybe 2. But man, up until that point, it is just partial successes and misses all the way. Anyway, Wolf is going to kill a victim, increasing the bloodlust, and then draw a card. There's something in the trees. It moves to the nearest target, which is already there. If there's at least 1 victim in the killer's space, bloodlust goes up by 1. And then it will panic adjacent victims, which is actually no one. There's actually no one adjacent. These people in the gingerbread house there's no path leading there, so they're not actually adjacent. But the guy in the killer's space will panic because the killer killed someone. They get a 3. So they are going to move into this space. Okay. So it's my turn. I'm going to try to search again, because it went so well for us last time. Hey, we got a success. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to grab another item at the cost of 1 time. We get the red cape. So for targeting, If there is a tie between you and a victim, the killer will target you instead of the victim. Interesting. I'm also going to use the flowers to reduce our horror level again. And then I'm going to... I think I'm just going to pass, and I'm going to grab a distraction and another search. I just really want to get items right now. The killer's going to go... so they're going to move into here and kill this victim. This is just going to be a bloodbath. Horror's going to go up by 2. Another horror card. Oh boy, the jaws that bite. It's going to move to the nearest victim, increase the horror level, and bloodlust will go up by 1, and then it will kill a victim in that space because it is the killing machine, so we resolve both of these effects. So that will increase the horror again. Panic all adjacent victims. Oh boy. So this victim and the woodsman are going to panic if I get a 1 through 3. So there's a 50-50 chance that they just run into the village with the Pied Piper and then die. So one of them runs into there, the other does not. We're going to say the normal victim runs in there, dies. Horror level's going to go up again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a rough game. This is bad. Okay, and then all 3 of these victims with the killer are going to panic. It'd be nice if they panicked over the bridge. 1, 3, 3. So 1, 3, 3. Okay. That's fine, I guess. So now it's back to me. Jesus. I'm going to use my last use of the flowers to decrease the horror level so that it's not in the red anymore. The flowers will go away. I'm going to use a search card to try to find something good. That's a success. I don't need to make it a double because there's only 1 item left, so... The knife. Oh, so if we go to the gingerbread house, we can get the other knife and then dual wield them. Because unfortunately, even though these are both one-handed weapons, I can hold both of them, but I can't use both of them unless they're both knives. So that'll cost a time. That's fascinating. So I'm going to use a distraction again. Really need to try to lower this horror level. Double partial, love that for me. I will discard 4 cards to make it a double success. Why not? Decrease it by 2, increase time by 2. And then we're going to attempt to sprint. Please give me a success. That is a success. I'm not going to make it a double. I'm just going to go 1, 2, decrease time by 1. I'm going to attempt to walk. That's another success. So I'm going to walk, taking 2 victims with me for another time. And I'm going to walk again. This is the last card in my hand. And it's a double miss. I'm going to lose 1 health, lose 2 time, but still get to move 1 space. Now, I can take... when I save a victim, this is why I love red so much. When I save a victim, I can take any top item card. So now I can grab this other knife, and I can move the hatchet down, because I can't hold 3 weapons, but I can hold this other knife, and now all of my attacks are going to deal +2 damage, so now I'm ready to go in and just like attack the wolf, hopefully, before things get too much farther out of hand, even though they've already gotten pretty out of hand. And he'll always target me, which sounds bad, but I can prevent him, if I can get into his space, I can prevent him from killing a bunch of other people, and retaliate and do damage. So I'm going to use... I'm going to use Save the Woodsman, which is going to get double the victim save reward. So I can move up to 4 spaces, gain 4 time, or take 2 action cards that cost 2 or less. I think what I'm going to do... Moving 4 spaces would be really nice. But it would make me pretty vulnerable. He's dealing 3 damage every turn. I'm not getting any cards back this turn. Oh gosh, I'm going to... This is a tough one. I think I'm going to gain 4 time. Go up to 7. And then with that 7 time, I'm going to spend 4 on a Furious Strike, 2 on a Sprint, and 1 on a Close Call in order to sort of prepare to get over there and start murdering. So Wolf is going to move into here and kill again, increasing Bloodlust. Next terror card. What big eyes you have. When you move into or begin your turn in the Big Bad Wolf space, discard a random action card if able. And they get 2 more health. So it's a good thing I have all those knives. Okay, so that's all they do. And this time, I'm just going to pass the turn. I need to get more cards into my hand. I'm going to get all my cards back and grab a critical blow. So I should be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay. So now they're... Oh yeah, that victim was actually supposed to panic in this space. It's a 2. So they're going to run up here. And then the Bad Wolf is going to follow them and kill them anyway, increasing the Bloodlust to maximum. And then we get another terror card. Oh god, this horror level, man. He's going to go into this space and then raise the horror by 2 and then kill both of them. But the bright side is that when the Bloodlust is at maximum, and it would increase past the maximum, the only thing the Big Bad Wolf does is heal. So he would heal for 2 health here, but since he's already at max health, nothing actually happens. I will note that at max Bloodlust, the Wolf is currently moving 6 times every time it moves, and then deals 4 damage every time it attacks. So it would one-shot me currently if I didn't block it. I'm going to sprint. And I got a success. Do I want to make it a double? I think I do. I'm going to discard 2 cards to make that a double success and move for 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, spending a time now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I actually didn't have to make that a double success. I can just move here, and now when he moves and attacks, because there's a tie between moving to kill this guy or moving to attack me. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's a tie and I have the red cape, he will come for me specifically. Which in this case is actually a good thing. So I'm going to discard 3 cards. I'm going to get rid of a short rest and 2 walks to gain 3 time. And then during the buying phase, I'm going to spend 4 time on a retaliate. Then I'm going to spend 2 more time on some guards. So hopefully he won't one-shot me. Okay, so the killer is going to go... it's going to move 6 spaces and then attack, so it's going to go 1, 2... Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to my space, and then attack me. I'm going to use my retaliate, and hopefully just roll a double success, because we're good at the game. That's a miss and a partial. Not what we're looking for. I'm going to use a close call to re-roll that miss into a success. Perfect. So now I have a success and a partial. I'm going to discard 2 cards to make that a double success. That will prevent all the damage from the attack, and then it would deal 2 damage, but because of my knives, it's going to deal 4 damage. So that's going to get rid of his extra health on his card, and then deal 2 more damage on top of it. But now we have to draw a terror card. So this could be really bad. He could just attack a bunch and kill me. If there are no victims on the board, so it moves to the nearest victim. So it has to target a victim specifically. So Horror is going to go up, Bloodlust is going to go up, it's going to heal itself, and that's going to attack the victim and kill it, which raises the Bloodlust again, which heals it for 1. Okay. So healed back all the damage I just dealt, basically. Oh, gosh. Okay. Unfortunately, I discarded all of my movement. So I'm going to have to pass the turn. Oh, no. Wait, no. Okay. So during the upkeep phase, I can choose which cards I have equipped. I'm going to equip the hatchet instead of a knife. And I'm going to use a critical blow and throw the hatchet at the killer to do 1 extra damage and to attack it from a distance. So I will need to put the hatchet token there. And please at least roll a single success. Oh wait, no, I only get 1 die. But I did roll a success. I was going to remove that die no matter what, so I got a single success. Because I only get 1 die because of this. But it deals 2 damage plus the damage from the hatchet. So it deals 3 damage and reduces the horror by 1. So 3 damage, and then brings this back into the white. I should be at 6 time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I haven't lost time for anything. Okay. So now I'm going to end the turn. And with 6 time, I'm going to grab a distraction and a close call. And all my cards back. Okay. So now, Big Bad Wolf is going to move and attack me. I'm going to guard, and I really need to roll a double here. Oh, that's a single and a miss. It'll still block 2 of the damage. So I'll just take 2 damage. And then hope that he doesn't attack me a whole bunch. Oh, goodness. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to this guy. Increase the horror level and the bloodlust, so he's going to heal again. Oh my god. And then he's going to immediately kill them again. Jesus Christ. which is going to raise the bloodlust, which means he's going to heal right back up. Oh, God. This is so rough. Okay. Well, on the bright side, he's going to go and fuck off and kill the Pied Piper next turn. Might give me a moment to heal. I'm going to use a distraction. I only get to roll one die. It's a partial. Man. I'm gonna get rid of 2 walks because I'm not gonna need a walk anymore. He's just gonna run straight to me every turn. So I'm gonna decrease that by 1, increase time by 1. Oh goodness. And then I'm gonna discard 2 cards to gain 2 time. And then with that 2 time, I'm going to spend 5 time to grab a Long Rest, which is a card I almost never buy, but I think I'm gonna need it. And then I'm gonna grab for 4 time a Retaliate. It's gonna go back up, and then I'm gonna get these cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are gonna go away. Then he's gonna go into the space with the Pied Piper to kill it. Increasing the bloodlust and healing. He's back to full health again. Reveal a terror card. Oh. Yeah, no, we're cooked. Oh wait, no we're not. Move yourself and all victims 1 space closer to the big bad wolf. Which is even closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll move into the space with my hatchet. That's fun. And then he'll attack 3 times, and then recovers 1 health for each victim killed. But thankfully, I mean, there's no one left. So, during the upkeep phase, I'm going to move this knife back up there. Okay. So, now I'm going to use this Long Rest card and hopefully heal my HP back. That is a success. That success will allow me to heal for 3 at the cost of 2 time. So that's nice. And then I will discard a card to gain 1 time. Discard another card to gain 1 time. And then with that, gosh, I'm gonna discard a card to gain 1 more time. And then I'm gonna spend 3 time to get a distraction, 2 time to get a guard, 2 time to get another guard, just in case. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Oh, I'm gonna need the nice to me. I'm gonna need those dice to start being nice to me. That's for sure. So that's gonna go back up. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attack me. And I'm going to retaliate, hopefully getting a double here. Oh, okay, that's a double. That's huge. So negates all damage, and then I deal 2 damage plus 2 from my knives. So half of its health gone in a single hit. But now we have to reveal the final terror card. The Claws That Scratch. It moves, it increases bloodlust, so it's going to heal. And then deal the big bad wolf's damage among as many victims as possible. Okay, so it's just going to attack us again. So it's going to attack us for 4. I'm going to be so real. I'm just going to let it happen to bring us down to 1 HP, so I can get an extra die to roll each turn. And then we reveal the finale, because there are no terror cards left. Thrill of the Hunt. Oh, this is massive for us. Okay, so every turn, he's going to move to us, attack, and then move again. And then each time the big bad wolf moves one or more spaces, it recovers health. But critically, he's only attacking once per turn. He's not attacking twice. And he also now has 6 health. So I'm going to use a Furious Strike, rolling 3 dice and hopefully dealing 4 damage. That is a success and a partial success. So I'm going to discard 2 walk cards because I'm never going to need to walk again. So that's going to do 2 damage plus 2 damage and reducing the horror level. So another 4 damage and reducing the horror level by 1. And oh gosh, this is so risky. I either need a double success on this weak attack, or I need to get a double success on a guard. I think I'm going to put my money on getting a double success on the guard next turn. I'm going to use my 6 time. Actually, I am going to discard 1 card. I'm going to discard a distraction because I don't think I'll need it to gain 1 time. Then I'm going to use that 1 time to get a close call and a critical blow. Then I'm going to get these cards back. So 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 cards in hand. That's what I need. Okay. We have a chance, everybody. We have a chance. So the wolf is going to move and then attack. It's not moving anywhere, so it's not going to heal. So, oh yeah, I guess I should say what I'm doing. I'm playing a guard, and I need to roll a double here. Actually, I could just roll a single success on this one, and then a single success on another one, but that's a success and a partial. I'm going to get rid of a short rest and a focus to make it a double success to prevent all the damage. And then it's going to come back to our turn. And I'm going to use a weak attack. And I need a double success in order to kill him and not kill myself. Actually, no. This is fine. I can do a critical blow instead, so I only have to get 1 success. And then if he is still alive, I can just buy Retaliate. So I'm going to use the critical blow now, even though it's so excessive at... it'll be doing 5 damage on a double, but... that is just a partial. So I will be discarding focus and weak attack. I'm not going to need the weak attack to make it a success. Deal 4 damage and reduce the horror level by 1. So now it comes down to this final health token. If he revives, my turn ends and he'll get health back. If he revives, I can just buy the Retaliate and kill him with that. So he comes back with 1 HP. So he's going to come back with 1 HP, which hilariously, now that we're both at 1 HP, I get another die to roll. Because I'm getting the adrenaline die from me being at 1 HP. I'm getting another adrenaline die from him being at 1 HP. So I get 4 dice. And then I'm going to use 4 time to buy Retaliate, 2 time to buy a Sprint, I guess. Wow, I cannot believe that I'm about to win this. This game seems so cooked. We're going to Retaliate when he attempts to attack me. Ah! That is a double success, baby! So I will prevent all the damage, and then deal 4 damage back, and he is dead. Wow. What a game. What a game. So that was incredible. Oh my god, we have quite the bloodbath on our hands. I'm probably gonna take a picture of this afterward, because this is wow. Yeah, that was awesome. That was sick. Um, okay. Well, thank you for watching my final playthrough of the last feature film that I have currently. I can do more of these with different combinations of killers or different final girls. But yeah, that was awesome. What a win. Um, him only attacking once in the finale definitely helped. If he was attacking twice, I still think it would have been possible. Because I still had a guard in my hand. So even if he attacked twice on that last turn, I still could have guarded. Actually, just for the sake of knowing, I think I would have had 3 dice. Let's see. Oh, I would have gotten a double success anyway. All right. Um, yeah. So even if he was attacking twice every turn, I actually still would have won because of that double success. Um, yeah. Wow. GG. GG indeed.